ladies and gentlemen, and my name is Nemeka Onyeka Obiariri. There is something about Nigeria and what has been happening in Nigeria since 2015 up till now that defies logic. The more I try to wrap my mind and my head around it, the more it defies explanation. As at March 31st, 2024, it's on record based from the records at DMO. Nigeria total debt profile today is about 121 trillion naira. It was 12 trillion naira as at June 30th, 2015. Under the 9 years of APC rulership, we have racked up 109 trillion naira total debt, almost $50 billion external debt. In fact, our total external debt as at June 30th, 2015, based on DMO record, was just about $10 billion. And it seems as if there's nothing to show, in terms of tangible investments, what we did with these monies. As at 2015, June 30th, the number of poor Nigerians were 76 million. Today, over 197 million Nigerians are poor. As at June 30th, 2015, insecurity was limited to the northeast. Today, every part of Nigeria is saddled with one form of insecurity, especially with the northwest and the southeast and the northeast being the epicenter of it all. With the northwest, which was one of the most peaceful regions in 2015, being at the center of it. So, what is it that has happened over the last 9 years that didn't happen in the 16 years of even the PDP corrupt regime, as most of us were meant to believe? And it will shock us. In the first 8 years of Obasanjo's regime, Obasanjo inherited a very comatose economy. 1999, oil production was just 1.6 million barrels a day, and price of crude oil there was $17.34 per barrel. We had huge external debt obligation unserviceable of $32 billion. Our reserve was $5 billion with $3.9 billion incurred. Obasanjo went to work, recruited some of the best Nigerians. First of all, he stopped the criminal leakages, stopped the criminal borrowings, and in 8 years, not only did Obasanjo pay off the $32 billion external reserve through debt negotiation and debt forgiveness, Obasanjo was able to build an economy that grew at 6.5% GDP growth per annum. Obasanjo was able to leave behind external reserve of about $45 billion. And oil prices under Obasanjo never went above $54 per barrel. But under this APC government of 9 years, in fact, as at the only 4 periods in this Fourth Republic that crude oil got above $100 was 3 times under Jonathan and once under Buhari in 2022. And yet, we don't seem to see where these monies are going. Everything seems to be going south. Why? Are we getting profile solutions? Insecurity. I'll give you an example. If we are able to tackle insecurity in Nigeria today, and which we can do in 6 months, if the governments of the day are sincere, we can totally secure Nigeria, destroy every element and features and factors of insecurity in Nigeria within 6 months. And if we're able to secure Nigeria and destroy insecurity, we'll be able to be 98% domestic food sufficient, and we'll be able to produce and export nothing less than $300 billion worth of agro commodities. We'll be able to ramp up our crude oil output to the level of 2.5 million barrels a day. We'll be able to build up the NMPs to be as big as Petrobras. We'll be able to attract at least generate over $121 billion revenue into this economy annually from the oil sector and oil and gas sector. And do you know one interesting thing? Over the last 10 years, on an average, our average yearly import volume over the last 10 years It's about $64 billion. So if we're able to even generate $121 billion from crude oil revenue, we will have excess net revenue that the naira will gain so magnificently against the dollar. We're not even talking about foreign direct remittances, foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment, and other sources of investment inflow, especially dollar denominated, into this economy. Okay, look at insecurity. I listened most painfully to the submission of the Zamfara state governor. The man said, Dauda Lawal, that if empowered and if the federal government will demonstrate political will, that the bandits in Zamfara state, which is actually the headquarters of banditry in the northeast, can easily be destroyed within 2 weeks. And I believe him. And we know this truth. Now, let me give you an example. Zamfara state has 14 local government areas. Zamfara state has 109 electoral wards. Let us even assume that the federal government, that is APC, doesn't want to empower the Zamfara state governor, who is PDP, with his own security. Do you know that we can actually slay security in Zamfara? Okay, what stopped the federal government under the current military arrangement, okay, to go to Zamfara state? Every community knows the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you come into any community, the people know. And let me tell you, most of the people terrorizing Nigeria are just few. A majority of Nigerians are not happy. 90% of Nigerians are not happy with the insecurity. And we give anything to ensure that insecurity is destroyed, because insecurity does not bode well for anybody. Now, do you know that out of the 109 electoral wards, assuming the federal government does not want to empower the state government, okay, let the current security arrangement in Nigeria, the military, go to Zamfara. In every of those 109 electoral wards, ask the people to donate their son. Do you know the truth? The people know the bandits. They know where they live. They know where their camps are. But the problem is that they are afraid to act because they don't have superior weapons. They don't have superior power. The bandits have access to AK-47, rocket propelled grenade, and machine guns. And so if the villagers are, it's even said that even youths are being bought with 1,000 naira, 5,000 naira to become part of the bandit group. Now look at it this way. Assuming the federal government of Nigeria, they are serious and desirous of ending this banditry. Zamfara is identified as the headquarters of banditry in the north, in the northwest. What stopped the federal? Okay, we don't want to empower the state government. Okay, out of this, each of these electoral wards, you recruit as the people, the indigenous people, the chiefs, the religious groups, the common men, to donate 100 of their sons from every electoral ward. That will give you 10,900. So you can even enroll them into the army. You can even call them agro rangers and put them under the Office of National Security Advisor. But they will, what you will do is train them, equip them with AK-47, give them rocket propelled grenade too, give them machine guns, put 3 armored personnel carriers in every of the local government area, for the local government area. Give every local government area 3 truck mounted machine guns. Post each of these newly recruited and trained men in their communities where they hail from. They will encamp in those their communities. Their job is to protect their community. You give them drones, provide them with very strong hunting dogs. Do you know what will happen? These guys, first of all, they are protecting their community. They are protecting their ancestral land. They are protecting their fathers, their mothers, their wives, their children. And then you pay them well. If these guys are being recruited to commit evil for 5,000 naira, if you pay them 100,000 naira monthly salary to help protect their people and help their people protect the resources in their state, their gold, their agric industry, I will tell you, in 3 weeks, just like the governor said, these people will have the motivation, they have the superior firepower to go into the bushes, into the forest, into the caves, even into the underground where these bandits are hiding, and totally destroy them. It's same thing everywhere. Look at the southeast. The people that parade themselves are unknown government. They are not unknown. They are known. Sometimes in most communities where they operate, because they have AK-47, they even force the community people to swear oaths of allegiance to them. The community people are burning in anger. They are sitting in fear and rage. Do you know if similar arrangement is made where the communities, the traditional rulers, the town union heads, the churches, leadership are allowed to select their own children, not the ones political talks will be used, select their own children and empower them. Okay, the people that say they are unknown government, that they have audacious, the same community people know where the audacious is being done. They will do their own audacious and show them that they have audacious too. The truth is, lawful terror deters and prevents unlawful terror. But the most annoying thing is that the governments of the day know what to do. If we're able to, the communities in Nigeria will protect their oil and gas assets, involve them. They will protect their farmland. Those in the southeast, middle belt, empowered in this, unless there are other agendas those in Abuja are pursuing, different from governance and true leadership in Nigeria. This country is a country that does not have it. We don't have any need to be borrowing what we are borrowing. When we have things we can actually generate here to even become lenders to other nations. What kind of country is this? You keep on saying the simple thing. Even my 11, 12-year-old child can easily implement this thing if given the authority and the power. What kind of country is this? What is the big deal in doing these things? Now, wow!